Hey guys, it's totally Sassy T from the 803. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. But before we get started, there are some updates on Shanquella Robinson's case, and I am going to talk about them for a few minutes. And before we get started, remember, all things on this channel, it is alleged. It is in my opinion. It is for learning. It is for teaching. It is for entertainment when entertainment applies. Okay, you guys? So, we talk reality TV and reality T over here. Okay, so we're going to talk reality, and this has to do with Shanquella Robinson's case. Okay, today I was just strolling through the streets because I've noticed, like I told you guys, her case is like dwindling down, but not on this channel. This channel, her case is going to stay up, and we're always going to talk about Shanquella until we get justice. Okay, so of course you guys know by now. If you don't know, she is the 25-year-old entrepreneur who went to Cabo, St. Lucas, Mexico with 6 of her frenemies, one supposedly being her best friend, Khalil Cook. She got over there, had a great night. When they got there, they had a chef to cook them tacos, and they played this social media game, and they were doing what the game says. Is basically, you go out here, you do what the game says on social media. It requires someone to have a mature mind, someone who doesn't get mad, and someone who is not jealous. None of this applies to them. Okay, and I mean Khalil Cook, Malik Dyer, Nazir Wiggins, which he say he wasn't there, but we'll see. To the next day. So that game was out the next day. He was out, so he still knew about it. I don't care what nobody says. Elise Hyatt, and who else did I miss? Winter Donovan. Yes. How can I miss Miss Winter? Okay. And Dejanay Jackson, the aggressor, the taker-outer, all of that. Anyway, you guys, so yes, she went there with those so-called unalivers, murderers. Yes, that's what they are. True, let the truth be known. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything. You guys, you know, the United States is trying to clap back at Mexico, and Mexico trying to clap back at the United States, and it's all a big mess. What I do not understand is the owners of the villa allegedly are American, but then they say that the owners are a big wig in Mexico. They have not even reached out allegedly to the family. This is what I've been told. Had not even gave a statement or anything. What a disrespect. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys understand that Mexico is not a safe place for us. Point blank period. And I'm putting it out there. Okay, it's not a safe place. Until they make it safe and make this right, it's never going to be a safe place. And if I were you, and I'm not, you can go anywhere you want to go in this world, But Mexico would not be my choice at this point in time, okay? The dollars will have to stop. They did a disadvantage. They did a disservice to Shanquella. They went, because that Villa Linda 32, I think that's what it was not renting out anymore. They went and revamped it and did a whole new name. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It still happened there, okay? You guys, and a lot of people are saying that, you know, the FBI is taking their time. Well, like I said before in the beginning, Mexico has clapped back, and they have not even, they stopped the charges on Carolina Gutierrez. I think that's her last name. She's a doctor who did no justice, nothing, no interventions, absolutely nothing for Shanquella, okay? So, you guys, when Shanquella unfortunately expired, there was something that I wanted to talk about, and it's about her injuries. You guys, when that girl slung Shanquella down, and I'm sorry, you guys, when she slung Shanquella down, and she pulled her back, and her neck went down like this. Shanquella sat there with her neck down, her arms flat back, and they were down. That was her internal decapitation. She can hear. She couldn't speak. She couldn't see, but she could hear. She probably could see what was going on. She can hear what was going on. She could move, and that's how the maid found her, just like this. This is her neck, and this is how it hung. This is how her back was. It was out. Her head was so floppy, because when she jerked her, her head was floppy. And when she sat down like that, that was it. Allegedly, the maid, Lucy, found her just like that, in that position, when she was laid down, and she was, the friends, enemies were called. Okay? You guys, this is so heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. So, okay, Mexico was just going to let this slide, okay? They let these 6 people come back to the United States. They were going to actually rule this, not a femicide, but just a regular alcohol poisoning. They were going to let it all go. They wasn't going to investigate this. They were just going to put it on her death certificate, alcohol poisoning, okay? But then the autopsy came out and destroyed all that. They didn't investigate it. They didn't do anything. They just sent them home. Now it's on their time to, you know, make this right. They sent, you know, extradition charges and all this stuff through Interpol, who's been through the OIA and the OSA and the DOJ and the FBI and all that, okay? So let's just take a minute to understand what's going on. It doesn't take long for this to happen. People are saying the doctor that did the autopsy, was he credible? Was his credentialing up standard? That doctor been a doctor for over 40 years. 32 years. That man probably has done thousands, if not thousands, of autopsies, okay? And he's probably, I would say, been certified, because he was a surgeon. He's been certified and trained and all this on how to tell what a person died of, all right? So I rule that out. I just don't believe that. What I do believe is that Mexico has sent all this, and the FBI here has said, you know, Mexico said, okay, y'all want to take all day, we done did what we got to do. I'm sick of this, we sick of this, y'all want to do it, y'all don't want to send her over so we can judge and get this case over, then the heck with y'all. So they dropped the case on the doctor, and they just letting it go. And then the FBI is like, oh no, you ain't dropping that case on the doctor. guess what? We're going to put charges on that doctor because she did nothing for American citizens. What is going on? Why is it taking so long for this? It shouldn't even take this long. You know what I'm saying? It should never take this long. The paperwork has been done. Like I told you guys, I explained it. I explained the extradition. Exactly. Okay? You know, it's coming from Interpol. It goes to the OIA or the the DOS. OIA is the Operational International Affairs. Then you got your DOS, it's the Department of State. Once they get those papers and they identified the aggressor or aggressors, it goes to the DOJ. Now, this might be just stuck at the DOJ, okay? And they trying to determine, okay, is this plausible? Is this enough evidence? I don't know what else they need. They got a whole series of videos out here, okay? They got a whole 6 people running around in Charlotte and everywhere else living their life while somebody's child has been put in the ground and they have no answers. None. Not one answer yet. And then, you know, there have been more interviews. They interviewed Shanquilla's dad. He said that he cannot collaborate on this. He will not. He can't give any information on this because there was a question asked if the FBI had been in touch with the family. I'm led to believe because he is not giving information on this and that he's not giving any updates on the FBI, I'm thinking they are in touch with the family. I think they are. Because you just can't give out information and to jeopardize a case, okay? So, you guys, I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like the FBI is on this. I just don't know what's taking so long. And I think as Twitter, as YouTubers, as commentators, as investigators, as all this, we got to keep pushing this. In fact, I want everybody that sees me to just redo it like it happened yesterday. Let's share it. Let's put it out there on Twitter. Let's make this blow up again to let them know we have not and will not stop talking about it until they give us answers, okay? Nancy Grace did another podcast about this. She's still talking about it, but we should be talking about it. We are a people. We shouldn't have to have her, you know, to get all the clout, because that's what I feel like this is about, clout chasing. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong, but I feel like this. If it was your child, would you be fighting for justice? I know the hell I would. I'm just going to hear and tell you, honey. With no how, what, I could not sit still. Y'all know how I am, okay? My viewers know me. You know, I can't sit still with the simple fact that I have a child right now who's out of a place to stay because of a no good, greedy ass doctor who decided to sell the house in the middle of a holiday season and didn't give her to the first of the year to get herself together. It was not that serious where you had to sell a house, okay? So yeah, I'm that mama. When I see my child in trouble, I'm jumping, okay? Yeah, he's in Rocky Hill, Charlotte area. Yes, Dr. Burnett. Yeah, y'all can swarm his place. Swarm it for me and just do a cussing out, okay? And then had the nerve to keep half of her money for the crap that she emailed him about and didn't get any response. Okay, yeah, so I'm calling y'all because 2023 is about me and mine. Okay, and mine means my family, my family here on the internet. We're gonna be working hard on this case, so we're not gonna be quiet. We're not, because I look at it as she has gained aunties, cousins, friends on this internet, and just guess what? We're gonna fight for your justice, Shanquilla. We're going to fight for it, okay? Rest assured, honey, justice is coming. So, you guys, Sean Davey show, he did verify that Dejanay is still working. Yeah. So she hadn't been arrested or anything, but he did verify that she's still working. He verified that Carolina Gutierrez has been fired from the big hospital in Cabo. We know that Alyssa Hyatt is still working in High Point, North Carolina. They have not seen or heard from Khalil Cook. Nazir is still being Nazir. I guess he's still out there. And Malik Dyer, we hadn't heard from him. So, you guys, they just living their best life. How can a person live their best life and know they were a part of a person's demise? How? Do you not see her everywhere? Do you not know that your name, Khalil, Malik, Dejanay, Winter, Elise Hyatt, y'all name is everywhere, and it's a negative connotation that's attached to it? What is going on, baby? We don't have no love. There is no such thing as friends. You gotta earn friendship in these streets today, because these people, these young people and older women and men, they act like they have never had friends a day in their life, and maybe they hadn't, but I do know the 6 of them are a pact. Khalil's loyalty was with them, not with Shanquella. Okay, it never was. It was just an attachment. He just leached onto her to get what he needed from her. Okay, and that's a shame. It's a shame, because people like me who are real friends to the end, and I don't care if you don't like me no more or whatever, I'm still not going to spread your business. That's on you. You know, I'm a friend to the end. I don't have to go around here and destroy your name. Okay, so I just want you guys to keep this going. Okay, know that Shanquella, let's not let her go in vain. Okay, and amongst a lot more. Okay, a lot of other things that we can talk about too. The 10-year-old, we're going to still discuss him, because there's been an interview with the grandmother. Okay, and I want to talk about that tonight on my live. You guys, let's just keep Quilla strong. Okay, let's keep pounding and pounding and pounding until we get a dent, until we get a hole, until we break the wall down and there's justice. All right, let's keep pounding for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Talk to y'all tonight. Bye. Bitch,